Nestled on the edge of a bustling town, Sunnyvale General Hospital stood as a beacon of hope and healing. The hospital's whitewashed walls gleamed under the bright sun, surrounded by vibrantly colored flower beds that welcomed visitors and patients alike. This lively atmosphere was often filled with the sounds of chatting families, nurses rushing to and fro, and the soft beeping of medical equipment. The hospital served a diverse community, offering not just urgent care and emergency services, but also various specialized clinics that catered to different health needs. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and subscribe for more. And tell me where you are watching from today. I always find it awesome to see where all my viewers are watching from. Let's get back to the video. In the mornings, the courtyard would come alive with activity. People basked in the sun on benches while waiting for appointments. Children played near the fountains, splashing water and giggling as they soaked each other. Nurses took their breaks, sipping coffee and sharing stories about their day or exchanging friendly banter over the latest happenings in the hospital. It was an ordinary scene, but it held a special kind of warmth, an unspoken camaraderie that enveloped everyone who entered. The hospital's location made it easily accessible for patients arriving by car or on foot. Tall trees lined the parking lot, providing shade for vehicles while creating a sense of tranquility around the grounds. Nearby shops and cafes thrived because of the constant flow of patients and their visitors seeking comfort food or warm drinks before heading inside for long waits. However, beyond this serene setting lay an uncharted world, one whose charm could overshadow even a bustling hospital courtyard. Just outside Sunnyvale General Hospital was a sprawling wildlife reserve rich with life. Animals such as birds chirped overhead, while small creatures scurried across pathways. People living nearby often looked forward to glimpses of deer nibbling grass or rabbits hopping through bushes. It was here where our unexpected story begins. A story about how a baby elephant changed everything for this bustling hospital in an instant. On that fateful day, it was just another typical Tuesday morning at Sunnyvale General. The sun climbed higher in the sky as patients trickled into various departments for checkups and procedures. A gentle breeze rustled through the trees surrounding the courtyard, while laughter rang out from groups gathered near the fountain. Little did they know that soon their lives would intertwine with something truly remarkable. Around 10 a.m., security staff who monitored the cameras noticed movement near one edge of the courtyard. Something unusual darted into view. Curiosity piqued as they zoomed in to see what was happening. To their astonishment, they spotted a small figure ambling toward them, an actual baby elephant. It appeared lost, yet oddly curious, as it explored this strange new environment full of people. As word spread like wildfire among hospital staff and visitors alike, everyone soon turned their attention to this large creature that had daintily stepped into what they assumed was its playground for exploration and mischief. Patients paused mid-conversation. Nurses abandoned their coffee cups in shocked silence. Families gathered around windows or doorway thresholds to witness this incredible event firsthand. "What on earth is happening?" muttered Nurse Carol, her eyes wide with disbelief. "I can't believe my eyes," gasped Mr. Thompson, an elderly man waiting for his appointment. The tiny elephant seemed unfazed by its audience, eyes blinking innocently as if trying to understand its place in this new arena filled with humans staring back at it. Flapping its big ears playfully, the sound alone made everyone chuckle. It ambled toward flower beds and inspected colorful blossoms with quick snorts of curiosity. At first glance, it looked like pure chaos might ensue. But instead, sweetness prevailed as people began approaching cautiously with smiles on their faces instead of fear or concern for safety. Little kids squealed in excitement while parents shot videos capturing every moment to share later online. a memory they believed would bond their families forever. Nurses couldn't help but laugh at how carefree this little elephant was amidst life's more serious issues within those hospital walls. The janitorial staff watched from afar with eager smiles while keeping an eye on their mops rather than worrying about how messy things might get, or whether someone needed rescuing should calamity strike. However bizarre it felt to have an elephant roam freely among them, all seemed harmless enough for now. This heartwarming scene captivated not only those within Sunnyvale General's borders, but started sparking chatter among passers-by outside too. People wondered if someone had left their pet elephant unattended, or if some magic had developed overnight in this otherwise ordinary place, full of sickly energy needing restoration instead of wonderment. As overall fascination grew stronger throughout every corner, from receptionists to child patients, eagerly drawing colorful pictures based on what they witnessed unfolding right outside their windows. Nobody yet knew how monumental these moments would be, nor what would soon come next. Unseen cameras quietly capturing scenes that would later stun viewers worldwide. As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over Sunnyvale General Hospital, no one could have predicted the delightful chaos about to unfold. Just outside the hospital grounds, the sprawling wildlife reserve teemed with life. And it was from this lush landscape that our unexpected visitor emerged. A baby elephant, small and curious, had wandered away from its herd, drawn by the sounds of laughter and chatter wafting through the air. With its large, floppy ears and playful demeanor, the little elephant seemed both lost and intrigued as it made its way toward the hospital courtyard. It stepped carefully, its trunk swinging side to side, sniffing at the flowers and plants that lined the path. The cheerful sounds of children playing near the fountain were like a siren's call, beckoning the baby elephant closer to this new world filled with wonder. As it approached the courtyard, the first person to spot the baby elephant was a young nurse named Mia, who had just stepped outside for a quick break. Her eyes widened in disbelief as she took in the sight before her. A real baby elephant. She rubbed her eyes, thinking perhaps she was dreaming or seeing things after a long shift. But as she blinked again, there it was, happily waddling toward her. "Mia, what's wrong?" a fellow nurse called out, noticing her frozen stance. "Look," Mia exclaimed, pointing at the little creature. The courtyard instantly fell silent as heads turned in unison to follow her gaze. A mix of astonishment and delight spread among the staff and patients as they realized what was happening. The baby elephant flapped its ears excitedly, seemingly unaware of the crowd that had gathered around it. It ambled past benches where families sat waiting for appointments, drawing gasps and giggles from children who couldn't believe their eyes. Parents quickly pulled out their phones, eager to capture this moment of pure magic. Across the courtyard, Mr. Thompson, the elderly man, waiting for his checkup, leaned forward in his chair with a grin stretching across his face. "Well, this beats any hospital visit I've ever had," he chuckled. Others nodded in agreement, sharing smiles and laughter as they watched the little elephant explore its surroundings. The nurses quickly forgot about their coffee breaks and rushed toward the baby elephant, their hearts swelling with joy. They gently approached it, careful not to startle the tiny animal. One nurse crouched down, offering her hand for it to sniff. To everyone's surprise, the elephant responded with a playful nudge of its trunk against her palm, making her giggle with delight. "What do we do? Should we call someone?" Mia asked, glancing around nervously. "Let's just let it be for now," replied another nurse, grinning from ear to ear. "This is incredible." Meanwhile, patients who had been feeling anxious about their appointments found themselves swept away in this enchanting moment. Children squealed with excitement as the baby elephant playfully nuzzled against flower beds, investigating every color and scent with curiosity. Laughter filled the air as nurses began snapping pictures and videos on their phones to share later. As word spread through the hospital like wildfire, everyone wanted to catch a glimpse of this delightful visitor. Doctors paused mid-consultation, receptionists abandoned their desks, and even security staff left their posts to witness this unexpected spectacle. Outside in the parking lot, curious passers-by caught wind of what was happening. People began gathering at the entrance, craning their necks to see if they could catch a glimpse of the baby elephant that had become an instant sensation. Some even started filming from a distance, eager to share this remarkable event on social media. Within moments, Sunnyvale General Hospital transformed from a place of healing into a whimsical playground filled with laughter and awe. The little elephant continued its exploration, oblivious to the joy it brought to everyone around it. It wobbled over to a group of children who had gathered near the fountain, where it playfully splashed water with its trunk, sending droplets flying everywhere and causing peals of laughter to erupt from delighted spectators. In that moment, all worries about deadlines or upcoming procedures faded away. Instead, people connected through shared smiles and laughter. The hospital's usual hustle and bustle was replaced by an atmosphere of pure joy that felt almost magical. But amidst all this excitement lay an underlying concern. How would they safely guide this little creature back home? The staff quickly began discussing options while keeping a watchful eye on their new friend. They knew they needed help, but wanted to ensure that no harm came to the baby elephant or anyone nearby. Just as plans were being formed, a gentle rumble of uncertainty echoed through the crowd. Would this enchanting moment end too soon? For everyone present at Sunnyvale General Hospital that day, watching a baby elephant explore their courtyard would be a memory etched in their hearts forever. Little did they know that this heartwarming encounter would soon capture attention far beyond their community and create ripples across the world. As the excitement unfolded in the courtyard of Sunnyvale General Hospital, security cameras positioned around the area quietly recorded every remarkable moment. These cameras, designed to ensure safety and monitor activities, would soon capture footage that would astonish viewers around the world. The first clip began with the baby elephant entering the frame, its tiny legs wobbling as it approached the hospital grounds. The footage showed the little creature pausing to sniff at a bright red flower, its large ears flapping energetically while a small crowd of onlookers began to gather. Gasps of surprise and laughter filled the air as the elephant became the center of attention. Some children pointed in awe, their faces lit up with delight. In one particular highlight, the baby elephant waddled over to a bench where a family of 3 was seated. The camera caught the moment when it leaned in closer, its trunk reaching out curiously towards a little girl who sat wide-eyed, clutching her teddy bear. With a gentle nudge, the elephant pushed the stuffed animal toward its mouth, causing the girl to giggle uncontrollably. The mother captured this sweet interaction on her phone, capturing not just a memory, but a moment of pure joy that would be shared with friends and family. Next, the footage revealed the elephant as it made its way to the fountain at the center of the courtyard. Playful splashes erupted as it dipped its trunk into the water, sending droplets flying everywhere. Children squealed with laughter as they danced back from the unexpected spray, their joyful shrieks ringing through the air. Meanwhile, nurses and staff couldn't help but join in on the fun, some even attempting to dodge the tiny water jets, while others snapped pictures, ensuring they wouldn't forget this day. The camera then zoomed in on a group of nurses who had gathered near the fountain. It showed them crouching low to interact with the baby elephant, offering it small bits of fruit they had on hand. One nurse held out an apple slice, and with perfect timing, the elephant used its trunk to grab it eagerly. making everyone laugh at its adorable antics. Each bite was accompanied by happy sounds from both the playful elephant and its delighted audience. One clip showcased a heartwarming moment when an elderly patient named Mr. Thompson leaned closer to watch. The camera captured him chuckling as he tossed small bits of grass toward the little elephant. It scampered over excitedly to nibble on what it thought was a special treat, causing Mr. Thompson to break into fits of laughter that resonated throughout the courtyard. As time went on, more people joined the scene. The camera panned to show nurses and doctors stepping out of their offices to witness this unprecedented event, their expressions shifting from surprise to sheer enjoyment. They exchanged smiles and shook their heads in disbelief as they watched their busy day transform into something magical. Security footage also captured moments of quiet connection. When an anxious child waiting for a daunting procedure approached cautiously, the baby elephant paused and turned its big eyes toward her as if sensing her unease. The child reached out slowly and took a step forward. In a surprising twist of fate, instead of shying away or running off, the little elephant gently nudged her hand with its trunk, creating an instant bond that melted away her worries. As afternoon light began to filter through the trees and create dappled patterns across the ground, one particular moment stood out on camera. When a small group of children decided to have a mini parade around the courtyard while chanting, "Elephant, elephant," they marched proudly alongside their new friend, the baby elephant happily following in step behind them, with its ears flapping in excitement. The delight radiating off both kids and spectators alike was palpable as laughter echoed through the space. Even as security footage continued capturing this unforgettable event, whispers began to circulate about how they would safely lead the baby elephant back home. As hospital staff discussed potential solutions while keeping an eye on their charming visitor, one compassionate doctor suggested reaching out to local wildlife officials for assistance. By now, everyone recognized that while this little creature brought immeasurable joy to many hearts, it belonged back with its family. The clips recorded during this extraordinary day would soon circulate beyond hospital walls. First shared among staff members, then spreading through social media platforms like wildfire. Each viewer felt compelled to share these heartwarming moments with their networks. People marveled at how something so unexpected could create such joy and community connection within a place usually associated with healing and urgency. Soon enough, snippets of footage found their way onto television screens and news websites worldwide. Viewers watched in awe as they witnessed not only an adorable baby elephant exploring, but also how it united people from every walk of life. Patients laughing side by side with doctors and nurses who had just moments before been busy tending to serious matters. The cheerful sound of children's laughter blended beautifully with soft gasps of surprise captured by those ever-watchful cameras. These recordings would serve as reminders that sometimes beauty lies in unexpected moments. An encounter that changed lives for many who were fortunate enough to witness it firsthand at Sunnyvale General Hospital that day. Ultimately, these security camera footages became more than just records. They transformed into cherished memories shared across communities worldwide, reminding everyone that joy can spring from even the most ordinary places when kindness meets spontaneity in unexpected ways. As the excitement of the baby elephant's unexpected visit continued to unfold, the doctors and nurses at Sunnyvale General Hospital found themselves reflecting on the extraordinary experience. In the days that followed, many of them shared their thoughts and feelings about how this joyful encounter had impacted their lives and their work. Dr. Patel, a pediatrician who had been at the hospital for over a decade, confessed that he had never experienced anything quite like it. "I was in the middle of a consultation when I heard laughter echoing through the hallway," he recalled. I stepped outside and was completely taken aback. There was a baby elephant. For a moment, I forgot about my responsibilities and felt like a kid again. His eyes lit up as he recounted how he watched the elephant playfully splash water from the fountain, showering everyone around it with joy. It reminded me that even in a place like this, there's always room for happiness and surprise. Nurse Mia, who had been one of the first to spot the baby elephant, described her experience as surreal. I thought I was seeing things at first. I just stood there, frozen in disbelief, she said, smiling at the memory. When I finally approached it, I felt all my stress melt away. It was like being part of a magical moment that we all shared together. Mia explained how witnessing the bond between the elephant and patients, especially children, was incredibly touching. It made my heart swell to see those kids light up. It was a reminder of why we do what we do here. Another nurse, Angela, shared her perspective on how the elephant's visit had affected not only the staff, but also patients waiting for appointments. People were so anxious about their health issues or surgeries. But seeing that little elephant changed everything, she explained. Laughter erupted in what would have been a tense atmosphere. It brought everyone together, patients, families, and staff alike. Angela recounted one particular moment when an elderly woman in a wheelchair reached out to touch the elephant's trunk, her face brimming with joy. That kind of connection is rare in a hospital setting, and it reminded us all of the power of simple moments of happiness. The experience also sparked conversations among staff about the importance of finding joy in their daily routines. Dr. Thompson, a busy surgeon who often dealt with life and death situations, reflected on how the baby elephant's playful spirit reignited his passion for his work. In our line of work, it's easy to forget to smile or laugh, he said thoughtfully. But when you see something so innocent and joyful, it reminds you to appreciate life's little moments. He emphasized how vital it is to share these experiences with colleagues to foster a supportive environment. As stories circulated among staff members, it became clear that this unexpected visit had created a lasting bond among them as well. The shared laughter and awe over the baby elephant brought everyone closer together. We're often so focused on our tasks that we forget to take a moment to breathe, Nurse Carol remarked. That day taught us all to cherish those little breaks and find joy in our work. In the aftermath of the event, many staff members began sharing their own personal stories of joy from their lives outside of work. Stories that often sparked further laughter and connection among colleagues. They organized informal gatherings where they could come together to unwind after long shifts, inspired by the happiness they had witnessed during the elephant's visit. Even hospital leadership took notice of how this heartwarming event positively influenced morale among staff and patients alike. The director of nursing decided to implement a new initiative called Moments of Joy, encouraging staff to find and share small joys throughout their day-to-day routines. Our team works tirelessly to care for others. It's essential that we care for ourselves too, she stated during a staff meeting. Let's celebrate those little victories and moments that make us smile. As news outlets began airing security footage from the hospital courtyard, showcasing not just the elephant but also the genuine reactions from staff and patients, many people outside the hospital felt inspired by what they saw. Comments flooded in from viewers who resonated with the video's message. Sometimes, unexpected joy can bring people together in remarkable ways. The baby elephant became not just an adorable creature, but a symbol of hope and unity within Sunnyvale General Hospital. A reminder that even during challenging times, laughter can flourish amidst healing. Reflecting on that unforgettable day, Nurse Mia concluded with heartfelt words. We may be in a place where healing is our primary focus, but we also need to embrace moments that remind us of life's beauty. That little elephant was more than just a visitor. It became part of our story, a story about love, laughter, and togetherness. As laughter echoed through the halls once more in the days following the encounter, Sunnyvale General Hospital had indeed transformed into a place where joy reigned alongside healing. A legacy forever etched in the hearts of those who experienced it firsthand. As news of the baby elephant's unexpected visit to Sunnyvale General Hospital spread throughout the community, excitement and curiosity ignited among residents. The incident quickly became a hot topic of conversation, with people eager to learn more about the enchanting scene that had unfolded in their town. Local social media pages buzzed with activity as people shared videos and photos of the baby elephant, many expressing disbelief and joy at the adorable visitor. Posts flooded in from those who had witnessed the event firsthand, recounting their experiences and sharing heartwarming stories about how the elephant had brought laughter and unity to what is usually a serious environment. In the days following the encounter, families flocked to the hospital area, hoping to catch another glimpse of the little creature, or at least enjoy the whimsical atmosphere it had created. Children carried stuffed elephants in hand as they walked alongside their parents, wanting to be part of the magic that had captured everyone's hearts. Local cafes saw an increase in visitors as people came for coffee and snacks while discussing their favorite moments from that day. Local news stations picked up on the story, interviewing residents and hospital staff alike. People expressed their delight at witnessing such an extraordinary occurrence so close to home. "I heard about it from my neighbor," said Mrs. Henderson, a grandmother living just a few blocks away. "When I saw those videos online, I couldn't stop smiling. It's not every day you see an elephant playing near a hospital." Her enthusiasm was contagious as she reminisced about how her grandchildren were fascinated by elephants and how they loved watching clips of them at zoos. The local radio station also joined in on the fun by hosting special segments discussing the incident. Callers chimed in with their thoughts and stories about elephants. Some shared memories of visiting zoos, while others talked about wildlife documentaries they enjoyed watching together as families. One caller even suggested organizing a community event where children could learn more about elephants and wildlife conservation efforts. As interest grew, local businesses began embracing the baby elephant phenomenon by creating themed promotions. A nearby ice cream shop introduced an elephant sundae, complete with chocolate syrup and gummy elephants on top, delighting kids and adults alike. The shop owner remarked, "It's amazing how one little visitor can bring our community together like this. People are coming from all over just for a taste of our special sundae." Meanwhile, schools across Sunnyvale incorporated discussions about animals into their lesson plans after hearing about the elephant's visit. Teachers used this opportunity to educate students on wildlife preservation and respect for nature. Classrooms buzzed with excitement as kids drew pictures inspired by what they saw online or wrote stories about adventures with animals. Even local artists found inspiration in this delightful event. Some began painting murals around town, featuring elephants frolicking amidst flowers or engaging with children. A vivid reminder of that joyful day at Sunnyvale General Hospital. These artworks became symbols of happiness within a community that now cherished its bond over shared laughter. While all this excitement unfolded locally, animal welfare organizations took notice of how this incident sparked conversations around wildlife protection issues. They launched campaigns encouraging responsible tourism and conservation efforts to ensure that wild animals remain safe in their natural habitats without straying too far into human territory. As newspapers published stories highlighting not just what happened, but also how people responded positively toward one another during such an unexpected moment, community members felt proud to be part of something bigger than themselves. Who would have thought that seeing a baby elephant could unite us? Reflected Mr. Johnson, a local teacher who volunteered at animal shelters in his spare time. It reminds us how important it is to protect these creatures so future generations can experience similar joys. The hospital itself experienced an influx of visitors curious about its newly acquired fame through social media platforms worldwide. People traveled long distances just to witness where this magical moment occurred. For many outside observers watching videos online, seeing patients' delighted faces next to nurses laughing alongside an adorable elephant filled them with hope during challenging times when news can often feel heavy or disheartening. By harnessing this newfound energy, fostered by joy rather than fear or sadness, the entire community rallied together like never before, uniting through laughter while raising awareness for responsible wildlife encounters. Reflecting on how far-reaching this incident had become, hospital staff marveled at how something so simple could spark such widespread happiness across Sunnyvale, all stemming from one curious baby elephant who wandered into their lives unexpectedly, yet left behind an indelible mark filled with love. As everyone continued celebrating these moments, inspired by playful interactions between humans and nature, they recognized that sometimes unexpected surprises can lead not only to enchanting memories, but also meaningful change within communities striving together toward brighter futures filled with understanding compassion towards all living beings sharing this planet together. As the delightful news of the baby elephant's visit spread through Sunnyvale, it wasn't long before the magical moments captured on the hospital's security cameras caught the attention of local news outlets. Reporters, eager to share this whimsical story, began broadcasting segments featuring thrilling footage of the elephant playing and frolicking in the courtyard. Each clip included heartwarming interviews with witnesses, ranging from delighted nurses to amused patients who experienced firsthand what had unfolded. Within hours, the story went from a local sensation to trending news across various media platforms. News stations that operated nationally picked up the report, framing it as a feel-good story amid a world often dominated by serious headlines. Viewers tuned in to see snippets of the joyous chaos that had erupted at Sunnyvale General Hospital, laughter filling the air as people gathered to witness an unexpected encounter with nature. Social media platforms erupted with posts highlighting the event. Clips of the baby elephant splashing water and interacting with children were shared widely across platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hashtags like Vise, Baby Elephant Joy, and Sunnyvale Magic began to trend as people expressed their amazement over this charming incident. Friends tagged one another in videos that brought smiles, sparking conversations about how such unexpected joy can brighten up even the toughest days. Local influencers joined in on sharing their reactions to the footage, amplifying its reach even further. Videos featuring their commentary and excitement helped make the event go viral. Many recorded themselves laughing and showing their friends clips of the adorable antics. With each share and retweet, more individuals felt compelled to join in on spreading joy, an infectious cycle that resonated across communities. News websites also published articles detailing not just what happened at Sunnyvale General, but how it had inspired both laughter and connection among viewers worldwide. The image of a baby elephant mingling with caring hospital staff and happy patients sparked hope during challenging times, reminding many that laughter can flourish even amid adversity. As interest grew, international news agencies took notice. Major networks such as CNN, BBC, and even outlets in Asia reported on this sweet encounter, documenting how a tiny creature could create significant waves beyond its local origins. Video compilations showcasing responses from various audience members, including emotional reactions from parents watching their children joyfully interact with the elephant, earned millions of views online. The footage became so popular, that it eventually made its way into daybreak talk shows, where hosts enthusiastically discussed its impact, while sharing clips with an audience eager for good news. People around breakfast tables laughed together at the hilarious sight. A welcome breath of fresh air from routine topics, often debating politics or current events. In addition to traditional media coverage, digital marketing teams seized upon the opportunity. Several corresponding campaigns centered around kindness emerged at large corporations who wanted to associate their brands with this lovable moment. Organizations promoting environmental conservation sprouted online as well, encouraging supporters to take action toward wildlife preservation or volunteer at local shelters, ringing bells for causes needing attention. Curiosity piqued when scientists began studying clips from the incident. Animal behaviorists sought insights into why specific interactions might have occurred between humans and the fascinated little visitor, wandering among them within unfamiliar territory. Their analyses explored how compassion between species unfolds naturally during spontaneous encounters. The brilliance of observing genuine connections forming ignited greater interest academically regarding empathy in animals. The community surrounding Sunnyvale General started engaging in further discussions fueled by newfound popularity regarding wildlife education initiatives inspired by this experience. The collective effort directed toward ensuring future generations can grow up understanding majestic creatures like elephants deserve protection and respect without being coaxed too far into human territory. Even several weeks after those extraordinary moments unfolded in that hospital courtyard, people continued reminiscing about how one baby elephant's playful curiosity sparked something profound throughout local neighborhoods. Alongside echoes across continents filled with collective gratefulness overshadowing adverse stories people had previously encountered throughout daily life before incidents intertwined. Humanity in celebration over simple joys experienced firsthand together. Ultimately, this heartwarming tale serves as a reminder that sometimes magic happens when one least expects it. The baby elephant's visit not only captured hearts, but highlighted how unexpected encounters can lead to remarkable waves of positive change, bringing people together while nurturing connections among them, no matter where they may reside globally. Through our videos thriving online, alongside community-centered initiatives birthed due to awareness raised. The spirit behind this charming little visitor would live on long past his fleeting time spent at Sunnyvale General Hospital. A timeless emblem reminding us all of hope, found amid laughter, intertwined through gentle encounters, bringing conscious awareness around cherished living beings sharing our world. The unexpected visit of the baby elephant to Sunnyvale General Hospital offered profound lessons about kindness towards animals and the importance of compassion in unusual situations. This delightful event reminded everyone that moments of connection with nature can enrich our lives, especially when they arise spontaneously. As people witnessed the elephant's innocent curiosity, they were reminded of the shared responsibility humans have toward animals and the environment. The outpouring of affection and enthusiasm for the little creature reflected a universal desire to nurture and protect wildlife. Witnessing the joy it brought to both children and adults alike reinforced the idea that animals, even those outside their natural habitats, deserve kindness and respect. The interactions between the elephant and hospital staff highlighted an essential truth. Compassion often flourishes in unexpected circumstances. In a place typically focused on healing human patients, the spontaneous appearance of a baby elephant transformed the atmosphere into one filled with warmth and laughter. It served as a reminder that kindness does not require grand gestures. Sometimes, simply acknowledging another living being's presence can lead to significant moments of joy. This experience also sparked conversations about how we treat animals in everyday life. People began sharing personal stories about their encounters with wildlife or pets, discussing how they could be more mindful of compassion towards all creatures. Those who had once viewed animals merely as background figures in their lives began to recognize them as beings deserving of attention and care. Furthermore, this event shed light on wildlife conservation, a topic often overlooked in daily discussions. As social media buzzed with posts celebrating the baby elephant's visit, many community members took it upon themselves to educate others about animal welfare and preservation efforts. Local organizations launched campaigns encouraging residents to support conservation initiatives or volunteer at wildlife shelters. Schools integrated lessons about protecting natural habitats into their curriculums, emphasizing empathy towards animals as an essential part of education. Dr. Patel at Sunnyvale General Hospital expressed how witnessing such joy inspired him to think deeper about his role, not only as a physician, but also as a steward for compassion towards all living beings. "It's easy to get caught up in our routines," he said reflectively. "But this experience reminded me that every creature has its own story, one that deserves respect." He encouraged his colleagues to carry this perspective into their daily interactions with both patients and animals alike. Nurse Mia echoed these sentiments when discussing her experience after the encounter. "The elephant taught us something beautiful, that we're all connected," she shared with fellow staff members during a team meeting. To see those children light up reminded me why it's so important for us to foster kindness, not just in our work, but in every aspect of life. As individuals within the community began recognizing these lessons learned from their brief yet impactful encounter with nature, they felt compelled to act differently moving forward. Families started adopting more sustainable habits, such as reducing waste or recycling more diligently, actions aimed at preserving environments where wildlife thrives naturally. Moreover, discussions about fostering empathy extended beyond just human-animal relationships. They broadened into wider conversations about how compassion can cultivate understanding among different cultures and communities. The coming together of diverse individuals, united by laughter and over one enchanting moment, demonstrated that kindness is a universal language capable of bridging gaps among people from various backgrounds. Witnessing this lively exchange between humans and an innocent baby elephant ignited hope for future generations, hope that humanity can learn from past mistakes regarding treatment toward nature, while embracing coexistence with other beings sharing this planet. In essence, what transpired at Sunnyvale General Hospital transcended mere entertainment. It became an emblematic lesson on fostering compassion across all forms of life, reminding everyone involved that unexpected encounters can lead us down paths filled with purpose and understanding if only we remain open-hearted. As weeks passed, following this unforgettable day, filled with laughter echoing through hospital corridors alongside playful interactions captured on camera, the impact continued rippling outward into communities far beyond any single hospital wall. Each person touched by this event carrying forward newfound awareness about kindness toward animals into their everyday lives. Ultimately, what began as a whimsical moment birthed an educational journey grounded in empathy, a movement blossoming from an unexpected visitor, reminding humanity that sometimes magic happens when we least expect it. And through acts rooted in love, we can create lasting change both within ourselves and our world. As the dust settled from the remarkable visit of the baby elephant to Sunnyvale General Hospital, it became evident that this delightful encounter had brought a much-needed sense of joy during challenging times. In a world often filled with serious news and difficult realities, the sight of an innocent creature exploring a bustling hospital courtyard served as a powerful reminder of nature's wonders and the simple joys that can ignite happiness in our lives. The cheerful scenes captured on security cameras showed not just an adorable elephant, but a tapestry woven together by laughter connection, and moments of pure delight. Families, friends, and even strangers came together to share in this experience, illuminating how unexpected encounters can create bonds among people who may have otherwise never crossed paths. Whether it was children squealing in excitement or adults reminiscing about their own childhood experiences with wildlife, the shared joy fostered by the elephant's visit left lasting impressions. In the months that followed, many community members continued referencing that unforgettable day as a turning point, a moment that helped them appreciate the beauty surrounding them. Local schools implemented programs that encouraged students to spend more time outdoors, embracing nature and fostering respect for all living beings. Teachers emphasized the importance of environmental stewardship in their lessons, nurturing a generation that values kindness toward animals and awareness of conservation efforts. Dr. Patel reported seeing an increase in discussions about mental well-being among families visiting the hospital. Parents noted how laughter and shared moments of joy improved moods not only for themselves, but also for their children, especially those who faced health challenges. The presence of the baby elephant had sparked conversations about how essential it is to find happiness amid hardships, serving as a reminder that life is full of surprises waiting to be embraced. The story of the elephant continued to spread far beyond Sunnyvale. News features highlighted how this one event resonated with people globally. Snippets of video capturing laughter echoed across social media platforms, reaching individuals who were seeking positivity in their own lives. Some viewers shared how watching those joyful interactions provided comfort during tough times or inspired them to create similar moments of joy within their communities. This ripple effect showcased the undeniable power an encounter with nature can hold. Individuals began advocating for local parks and wildlife initiatives that would allow others to experience such magic firsthand. Fundraisers supporting wildlife preservation projects blossomed, making connections between people passionate about animal welfare and those looking for ways to give back to their communities. Even artists found inspiration from this enchanting tale. Local muralists painted vibrant images depicting elephants playing alongside children on walls around town, transforming mundane spaces into colorful reminders of kindness and hope. These artworks became symbols of unity and compassion while celebrating a shared bond forged through love for animals. Furthermore, local businesses thrived as customers flocked to stores selling elephant-themed merchandise or those highlighting sustainability efforts inspired by this joyful event. Enterprising shop owners introduced eco-friendly products featuring cute elephant designs aimed at promoting conservation awareness among shoppers, especially children curious about protecting wildlife. With every purchase made, customers felt connected to something greater than themselves, a commitment to preserving both nature and one another's happiness. In reflecting on how profound this experience had been for so many people, it became clear that sometimes life's most heartwarming moments arise from unexpected surprises. The sheer innocence and playful spirit of the baby elephant revealed just how interconnected humans are with one another and the natural world around them. This encounter served not only as entertainment, but also as an enduring message. When we open ourselves up to connection, whether with other people or with creatures great and small, there lies immense potential for healing joyfully amid life's challenges. As laughter continued echoing through Sunnyvale General Hospital corridors long after the baby elephant returned home, many carried forward its legacy. The legacy urging everyone to embrace spontaneity, kindness, and compassion towards all beings sharing our planet. Ultimately, what began as an ordinary Tuesday morning morphed into an extraordinary journey, reminding us of life's magic. Through acts rooted in love and understanding, both towards animals and each other, we can create lasting change within ourselves and inspire waves of positivity rippling outward into our communities and beyond.